Fatness. Almost done here. The decorations are coming together beautifully.
The tinsel was crooked. Mercedes Khalid stood on a ladder in Seoul's most expensive hotel ballroom when her phone buzzed. Unknown number. She almost ignored it. December was chaos for event planners, and she had 5 corporate Christmas parties in 2 weeks. Khalid events. Miss Khalid, my name is Han Teo. I need a Christmas miracle. His voice was smooth, controlled, expensive, like aged whiskey and bad decisions. I specialize in parties, not miracles. What do you need? A Christmas charity gala. 200 guests. Black tie. 3 weeks from now. Perfect execution. 3 weeks? Insane. Mr. Han, most planners book Christmas events 6 months in advance. I'll pay triple your rate, plus bonuses. Triple rate would clear her debt and fund her business for a year. What's the catch? High standards and tight timeline.
Can you do it?
Send requirements. I'll review and get back to you in 24 hours. I need an answer in 1 hour. Excuse me? I don't have 24 hours, Miss Khalid. I've heard you're the best. 1 hour. Yes or no? Something in his voice hooked her. Desperation mixed with pride.
Fine.
Send the details.
He did.
She reviewed them in her tiny apartment, surrounded by boxes from her breakup with her ex-fiancé. The requirements were intense, but doable. High-end venue, Korean and Western Christmas traditions blended, charity auction for refugee children. She called back in 45 minutes. I'll do it, but I need full creative control and no micromanaging.
Deal.
Can you meet tomorrow? He gave her a Gangnam address. Top floor. She should have known then that Han Teo wasn't ordinary. The next morning, Mercedes arrived wearing her best blazer. The building screamed wealth, marble floors, expensive art, floor-to-ceiling windows. His assistant, visibly nervous, led her to massive doors. Han Teo entered and Mercedes understood the nervousness. Tall, sharp-featured, expensively suited, radiating authority. Late 30s, handsome in a dangerous way. Miss Khalid, thank you for coming. Mr. Han, I reviewed everything. It's ambitious but doable. I've heard you're the best. I am. But I need to know, genuine charity or image management? He paused, studying her. You're blunt. You're paying me to create something meaningful. I need the truth. A small smile. Both. We donate to real causes. But yes, it's also about appearances. My company has a complicated reputation.
Honest.
I can work with honest. They discussed details for an hour. He was surprisingly engaged, wanted Korean caroling with Western traditions, meaningful charity impact, warmth despite corporate setting. Christmas is about hope and generosity, she said. Focus on that, everything else follows. Hope and generosity. He tested the words.
Yes.
That's what I want. The door opened without knocking. An elderly woman in traditional hanbok entered slowly. Halmiani. Teo stood immediately, genuine warmth replacing his cold mask. What are you doing here? I wanted to see where you spend all your time. She saw Mercedes and lit up.
Oh.
Who is this beautiful young woman? Mercedes bowed. Hello. I'm Mercedes Khalid. I'm planning Mr. Han's Christmas gala. Planning. Grandmother studied them with knowing eyes. Just planning? Yes, grandmother. Teo said carefully. She's an event planner. Very professional. Weekly meetings for this planning? We have meetings scheduled to finalize details, Mercedes answered. How lovely. And you speak Korean beautifully. Where are you from? Born in Somalia. Adopted by a Korean family at 8. I grew up in Seoul. Adopted. So you know our culture. Yes, grandmother. Korea is my home. Wonderful. Then you'll come to our family Christmas Eve dinner. She turned to Teo. Invite her properly. Halmiani, she's busy. I insist. Besides, I'm so happy you finally brought someone to meet me. She left before either could correct the misunderstanding. Silence. She thinks I'm her girlfriend, Mercedes said slowly. Yes. Call her. Correct this now. He moved to the window. I can't. What do you mean?
She's dying.
Heart condition. Maybe 6 months. She's been asking me to find someone, settle down. I've been lying for months, telling her I met someone special. She got better after that. Stronger. And now she thinks I'm that someone.
Yes.
If I tell her the truth now, it will break her heart. Possibly, literally. So, what are you asking? Come to Christmas Eve dinner. Pretend to be my girlfriend for one night. Give her one happy Christmas. This is insane. I know. I should walk out. You should. But she thought about her own grandmother, passed 3 years ago. How precious those final months had been. How much? She asked quietly. He named a figure. Triple her fee. One night, she said. Just Christmas Eve. We maintain the illusion through the gala, then you tell her gently after holidays. Deal?
Deal.
They shook hands. His grip trembled. Why are you shaking? Because my family is intense. You have no idea what you agreed to. 1 week later, Mercedes stood in her apartment surrounded by chaos. Her friend Keisha watched with horror. You're planning a gala for a possible criminal and pretending to be his girlfriend for his dying grandmother? When you say it like that, it is bad. What do you know about him? Mercedes pulled out her research. Han Teo, 32, CEO of Han Enterprises. On paper, legitimate. In reality, probably questionable. And you're going to his house? This is how people end up on true crime podcasts. He's not dangerous. Just morally gray. Her phone buzzed. Teo, need to prep you. For Christmas Eve. Family is complicated.
See? Prep.
Very responsible. Very concerning. At 3 p.m., Teo arrived with a thick folder. We need to coordinate our story. This feels very spy movie. My family will interrogate you. Stories must match. He opened the folder. Grandmother is traditional but open-minded. Survived the Korean War. Built the family business. She's the heart of everything. She seemed sweet. But sees everything. My Aunt Min Young is suspicious. Will test you constantly. Uncle Han is loud, jovial, actually dangerous. Cousin Jisoo is protective. Will investigate you. And Suah is 7, obsessed with princesses. Will ask a million questions. They spent an hour crafting their cover. Met at charity event 3 months ago. Started dating quietly. Slow burn. Real feelings developing. What do I love about you? Mercedes asked. Make something up. She studied him. Your dedication to family. How you care about making the gala meaningful. How you're trying to give your grandmother happiness. He looked surprised. Those are actually real. Truth mixed with lies works better. What do I love about you? My work ethic? Cultural adaptability. How about your kindness? Your genuine laugh? How you're brave enough to call me out when I'm being an ass. Their eyes met. Air shifted. That was specific, she said quietly. Truth mixed with lies. When he took her hand to practice, both felt the spark. Chemistry didn't care about fake relationships. The Christmas gala was in 2 days. Mercedes had created winter wonderland perfection. White and gold, Korean lanterns with Christmas trees, tradition meeting modern seamlessly. Except Mercedes was stress-eating cookies in the storage room. Keisha found her. What's wrong? The gala is perfect. The fake girlfriend thing is planned. But Keisha, I think I actually like him. Oh no. He's smart and funny and cares about real things. When he looks at me, she trailed off. You're catching feelings for a man paying you to fake date him. I know. Maybe figure that out after you get paid? The gala was flawless. Guests arrived in designer everything. Korean carolers performed traditional hymns. The auction raised millions. Mercedes had created magic. During his speech, Teo watched Mercedes cry as refugee children received the donation. These children represent hope, he said, reading her words. They've survived impossible circumstances and still believe. Tonight we're telling them they matter. That's what Christmas is, seeing each other's humanity and choosing compassion. The crowd stood, applauding. After, he found her in the storage room. Why were you crying? Those kids reminded me of myself. I was in a refugee camp before adoption. Someone helped me. Now your money helps them. Thank you for making this matter. You made it mean something. That's who I am. He moved closer. Mercedes.
His assistant burst in.
Sir, your grandmother is here. They found grandmother in the ballroom, tears streaming. This is beautiful. Who created this? I did, grandmother, Mercedes said. Grandmother took her hands. This doesn't just look beautiful. It feels beautiful. Like hope. My grandson is lucky to have you. I can't wait for Christmas Eve tomorrow. After she left, Teo turned to Mercedes. Last chance to back out. Let's give your grandmother the best Christmas Eve ever. Even if we're lying? Maybe the feelings will be real enough. He touched her face. What if they already are? Christmas Eve morning arrived cold and bright. Mercedes adjusted her red and gold hanbok for the 5th time. She looked perfect. Felt terrified. Teo, car is downstairs. You look beautiful, I'm sure. The estate was stunning. Traditional compound with high walls and beautiful architecture. Teo met her at the entrance in navy hanbok. They matched. Ready?
No.
Let's do it anyway. The main house was decorated perfectly. Trees with lanterns, reeds of pine and silk, kimchi jjigae and Christmas cookies mixing impossibly well. When they entered, every conversation stopped. Mercedes bowed deeply. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm Mercedes Khalid. Thank you for welcoming me to your beautiful home. Grandmother started crying. She speaks Korean. Such beautiful Korean. She hugged Mercedes tight. Come meet everyone. The next hour was a whirlwind. Aunt Minyoung studied her with calculating eyes. Uncle boomed that she was the most interesting woman Teo has ever brought home. The only woman, actually. Jisoo shook her hand with suspicion. Little Suah grabbed her hand. You're so pretty. Are you a princess? Will you marry Appa and be my aunt? Every adult froze. Mercedes knelt down. How about we be friends first? Friends can have sleepovers too. Really? Really? And I've never had a little sister.
Can you teach me? Yes.
I'm an excellent teacher. Tension broke. Grandmother beamed. Mercedes helped prepare food with the women. She shaped mandu alongside Aunt Minyoung, who tested her with difficult techniques. Mercedes handled them all. You know our traditions well, Aunt observed. My Korean family made sure I understood both cultures. They said I was blessed to carry too. Tell me about your business. Mercedes shared her story, starting from nothing, the partnership with her ex-fiancé, how he left her with his debt when they broke up. He left you with debt? Aunt's eyes flashed. What kind of man? The kind who wasn't ready for a strong woman. And my nephew? He doesn't seem afraid of strong women. Aunt smiled. Good answer. Dinner was spectacular chaos. 20 family members, food everywhere, Korean dishes and Christmas ham side by side. Mercedes, grandmother said. Tell us how you met. Here we go. At a charity gala 3 months ago. I was working, he was attending. I noticed he stayed for the whole event and talked to the children. And I noticed her directing staff in 3 languages effortlessly, Teo added. They wove the story seamlessly. The coffee date, the slow connection, the growing feelings. When will you marry? Grandmother asked suddenly. Mercedes nearly choked. Teo went still. Helmiani, he said carefully. We've only been dating 3 months. I knew I'd marry your grandfather after 2 weeks. When you know, you know. She looked at Mercedes. Do you love my grandson? Every eye was on her. She looked at Teo, really looked at the man trying to give his grandmother happiness, who created meaningful charity, who loved his family fiercely. Yes, she said softly. I love him. It wasn't scripted. It was truth. Teo stared, shocked. And you? Grandmother turned to him. He couldn't look away.
Yes.
I love her. Also true. Also terrifying. Grandmother clapped. Then it settled. Spring wedding. April, when cherry blossoms bloom. After dinner, Mercedes needed air. She slipped to the garden overwhelmed. This felt too real. You're going to freeze. Teo appeared with the blanket. I needed a minute. Grandmother ambushed us. Did she? Or was she saying what we're too scared to say? He went still. What are you saying? When your grandmother asked if I loved you, I wasn't acting. I was telling the truth. I fell in love with you. Mercedes. I know this was fake. I know you're paying me. But somewhere in the middle I fell in love. So congratulations, you hired the world's worst fake girlfriend. The worst? Because I caught real feelings. He stepped closer. Want to know a secret? I caught real feelings too. Probably when you first called me out. Definitely when you made the gala matter. Absolutely when you fit perfectly into my family. This stopped being fake weeks ago. So what do we do? Keep being real from now on. No more fake. Just us, actually dating, actually building something. What about the money?
Keep it.
You earned it. But from now on we're real. Agreed. Agreed. He leaned in to kiss her when, I knew it. Sua's voice rang out. She stood with grandmother, both grinning. Were you spying?
Teo asked.
Grandmother said we should check. And now you're kissing. Does this mean you're really dating? They burst out laughing. Yes, Mercedes said. We're really dating.
Good.
You owe me 10,001, grandmother. You bet on us? Grandmother smiled innocently. Now come inside. We're having hot chocolate. In the garden, snow falling, Teo and Mercedes stood together. Your family is insane, she said. Still want to date me? Depends. Are there always people watching? Usually more. Terrifying. I'm in. They kissed as midnight approached, no longer pretending. Christmas morning arrived with chaos. Mercedes woke to excited voices. The family gathered around a massive tree, presents everywhere, Sua bouncing. Grandmother stood. Before presents, an announcement. I'm so happy my grandson found someone special. So, I'm giving you my blessing. And my house. The Hanakin Buckshin. For when you marry. Helmiani, we're not. When you're ready. It's yours. Before either could respond, the doorbell rang. Voices at the entrance. Then, Mercedes? Are you here? She froze. Her ex-fiancé walked in. Kenji Park stood in the living room, looking exactly like 8 months ago, when he broke her heart. Mercedes. I've been calling. We need to talk. Teo was beside her instantly. Who are you? I'm Kenji Park. Mercedes's fiancé. Ex-fiancé, Mercedes said sharply. Very ex. What are you doing here? I came to get you back. I made a mistake. My family made a mistake. She's with me, Teo said coldly.
Kenji laughed.
Boyfriend? Mercedes, what is this? Making me jealous? I moved on from you. You dumped me because your family couldn't handle having a black daughter-in-law. You left me with debt. You broke my heart. Why would I take you back? Because I love you. My family's ready now. They'll accept you. 8 months isn't enough time? How much time do you need to adjust to me being black, Kenji? I need someone who fights for the people they love. You fold. She took Teo's hand. And I found him. Kenji saw the matching handbox, the family Christmas, how Teo looked at her. You're serious about him. Very serious. Grandmother intervened. Young man, Mercedes has made her choice. Respect it and leave. After Kenji left, Mercedes sagged against Teo. I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yes.
I needed to say those things. Sua bounced up. That was so dramatic. Like a TV show. Christmas continued, but Aunt Minyoung watched Mercedes with new speculation. During presents, her phone buzzed. Keisha, you're trending on Twitter. Check social media.
Now.
Photos of her and Teo at the gala, at the estate, in the garden. Headlines screamed, Han Teo's mystery woman. International romance, but also gold digger alert. Is this real or performance? She felt sick. Teo found her. You saw. People are saying terrible things. I don't care about my reputation. Are you okay? We've been dating for real less than 24 hours. What if this ruins everything? Then we'll build it back. Together. The family closed ranks around them protectively. That evening in their garden spot, she asked, "What happens next?" "We're dating for real but started fake. Your grandmother thinks 3 months. The internet just found out." "Who are we really?" "We're two people who met a month ago, who agreed to fake it for one night, who fell in love in the middle, who are figuring out what real means." "Is that enough?" "As long as we're honest going forward." The week after Christmas was blissful. They actually dated coffee shops, river walks, stolen kisses, building something real. Until Aunt Minyoung started investigating. Mercedes was helping grandmother sort photos when Aunt entered with her tablet. "Mercedes SSI, may I speak with you privately?" In a private office, Aunt laid the tablet down. "I hired a private investigator. Not because I don't like you, I do. But I protect this family." Mercedes stayed silent. "Your first meeting with Teo was December 5th. But you told us you'd been dating since September. 3 months before you met." More documents appeared. "And here, a secondary contract. Payment for family event attendance. You were paid to be his fake girlfriend." "I can explain. You let my dying mother believe it was real." The door opened. Teo entered. "Aunt, that's enough. Did you pay her?"
Yes.
"Initially. But it became real. We fell in love." "How convenient. She falls in love with the wealthy man paying her." "It wasn't like that." Mercedes found her voice. "I needed money desperately, and he needed help. I thought one night wouldn't hurt. Then I fell in love with him." "Prove it."
How?
"Give back the money. All of it. Stay with him anyway." And Teo started. "It's fine." Mercedes turned to him. "I'll give it back. I don't want your money. I want you." "Mercedes, you need that." "I'll figure it out. I always do." Aunt studied her.
No.
"Because I still don't know if you're just a really good actress." "Then what do you want?" "I want you gone. Away from my nephew, my mother, this family. Before you destroy us." "Aunt, stay out of this. If you stay, I'll tell Mother everything.
Today.
I'll break her heart with the truth. Your choice." Mercedes felt trapped. "Okay, I'll leave." "Mercedes, no. It's okay." She touched his face. "I love you. If this is real, we'll find our way back. But I won't hurt your grandmother." "This is insane. Trust me. Please." She gathered her things, said goodbye to confused Suwa, avoided grandmother. Outside, snow falling, Teo appeared. "Don't go." "I have to. Fight with me."
Stay.
"And watch your grandmother suffer?" "I can't." "So you're giving up?" "I'm trusting that if this is real, we'll survive this. If you still want me after, come find me." "Where will you be?" "I don't know. But you'll find me. You're resourceful." She kissed him once more, then left. Through the window, she watched him standing in the snow, looking destroyed. 2 weeks passed. Mercedes threw herself into work, taking every job, staying busy, not thinking about Teo. Keisha watched her friend break. "Why don't you call him? I need to know if it was real or just circumstantial." "You love him." "I know. But he hasn't come." Her phone buzzed. Jisoo's voice. "This is about grandmother. She knows something's wrong. Keeps asking for you. Teo won't tell her the truth. She's suffering." "What do you want me to do?"
Come back.
"Tell her yourself. The real story. Let her decide if it's forgivable." "Jisoo. Because you love him. And this family is eating itself alive with secrets. Someone needs to tell the truth." "Okay. When?" "Tomorrow. New Year's Eve. Face everyone at once." New Year's Eve arrived. Mercedes stood outside the estate in her finest hanbok, shaking. Jisoo met her. "Ready?"
No.
"Let's do it anyway." The family was gathered. Everyone except Teo. "Where is he?" "His room. Hasn't come out in days. You broke him thoroughly." Grandmother saw her, face lighting up. Mercedes, you came back. Grandmother, please sit. I need to tell you something. The truth. And it's going to hurt. What is this about? How Teo and I met. Why I was at Christmas. Everything. She took a breath. We weren't dating for 3 months. We'd only known each other weeks. He hired me to plan a gala. That's all. The room went still. But then you saw me and assumed I was his girlfriend. He didn't correct you because he'd been lying for months, telling you he had someone. He was terrified of disappointing you while sick. Grandmother's expression crumbled. So he asked me to pretend, just for Christmas Eve, to give you one happy holiday. He paid me. I agreed because I needed money. We planned everything. It was all fake. Tears streamed down. But here's what wasn't fake. Falling in love with him. Meeting you and feeling like I belonged. Wishing it was all real. I'm so sorry. So you lied to me. Grandmother's voice was hollow. On Christmas. While I'm dying.
Yes.
I left because I couldn't keep lying. But Teo wouldn't tell you because he couldn't bear to hurt you. So I'm telling you now. If you hate me, I understand. But please don't hate him. Everything he did was because he loves you.
Silence.
Grandmother stood, walked to Mercedes, and slapped her. That's for lying. Then pulled her into a hug. And that's for telling the truth. Mercedes sobbed. I'm so sorry. I'm angry. But I understand. You both were trying to protect me. She pulled back. The love I saw was real, wasn't it?
Yes.
So real. Where is my grandson? Jisoo brought him. Teo appeared looking wrecked, unshaven, exhausted, broken. He saw Mercedes and stopped. Mercedes. Hi. I know everything, Grandmother said. The fake dating. The payments. All of it. Teo went white. Hermione. You lied while I was dying. That was cruel. However, I also know what started as lies became real. You fell in love.
We did, Mercedes said.
We did, Teo echoed. So here's what happens. You both face consequences. Mercedes, return the money. I already did. Teo, volunteer work. 6 months. And both rebuild my trust.
Slowly.
Honestly. No more secrets. Yes, Grandmother. But I'm not saying you can't be together. Date properly. Get to know each other without lies. Build something real. Teo looked at Mercedes. Is that what you want?
Yes.
If you'll have me. Have you? I've been miserable without you. Same. He crossed the room, pulled her close, kissed her like she was air. The family applauded. Even Aunt Minyoung smiled. Much better, Grandmother said. Now it's New Year's Eve. We have celebrations. At midnight, fireworks lit Seoul's sky. Teo pulled Mercedes aside. I have something. He pulled out a key. To Grandmother's hammock. She gave us. A place for us. No pressure. Just ours. Mercedes took it, tears falling. I don't deserve this family. You're exactly what we need. What I need. He cupped her face. I love you, Mercedes called. No contracts. No performances. Just truth. I love you too. Even though you're possibly a criminal with an intense family. Especially because of that? Maybe a little. They kissed as the new year began, their real relationship finally starting. Behind them, the family watched. Think they'll make it? Jisoo asked. They already have, Aunt said. The rest is just details. 6 months later, the Seoul Literacy Center opened. Beautiful, warm, filled with hope. Children everywhere, laughing and learning. Mercedes moved through them. At home. Teo watched with Grandmother. She's happy.
She is.
Don't screw it up. I'm trying. That evening in their hammock, they cooked dinner together. Real, domestic, normal. Your transition to legitimate business is going well, Mercedes said. It is. Thank you for being patient. Suwa donated 50,000 won to the center today. She wants to be like you. Later, in bed, Mercedes asked, Do you ever regret how we started?
No.
Because it led to truth.
To this. To us.
He pulled her closer. Best fake relationship I ever had. Only fake relationship. She kissed him. I love you. I love you too. Actually. Genuinely. Forever. They fell asleep tangled together, in the house given by a grandmother who saw through lies, in the life built from fake dates and real love, in the family that made her home. And grandmother smiled, thinking, exactly as I planned. Sometimes the best love stories start with lies and end with truth. Sometimes you lose everything to find what matters. Sometimes the family you find is better than anything imagined. This was one of those times. The end. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If Mercedes and Teoa's chaotic Christmas romance touched your heart, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Drop a comment telling me your favorite part. Rate this story on 1 to 10 below. Your support means everything. I wish you all happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next story.